Welcome back to Brainwaves. In today's episode, we embark on a mind-bending journey exploring the intriguing topic of time travel and its possible repercussions. Time travel, with all its allure and fascination, has captured the imaginations of countless individuals, from scientists and philosophers to fiction writers and movie makers. But what if we were to actually unlock the secrets of time travel? What if we could change the past or visit the future? While it's a captivating concept, time travel may have unforeseen consequences that could profoundly impact our existence. Join us as we delve into the potential repercussions that come with tampering with the fabric of time. In this section, let's explore the background and concept behind the butterfly effect. The term, butterfly effect, was coined by mathematician and meteorologist Edward Lorenz, who proposed that a small change in initial conditions can lead to drastic differences in the outcome of a system over time. This idea was popularized through the metaphorical example of a butterfly flapping its wings in one part of the world, which could potentially set off a chain of events resulting in a hurricane in another part of the world. Essentially, it emphasizes the sensitivity and nonlinear nature of complex systems, where even a tiny alteration in one variable can have significant effects on the entire system. Just like the flutter of a butterfly's wings can set off a series of events with major consequences, so too can a seemingly insignificant change in the past through time travel have profound effects on the future. In this section, let's explore some examples of the butterfly effect in fiction. One famous example is Ray Bradbury's short story, A Sound of Thunder, where the killing of a butterfly in the distant past leads to significant changes in the course of history upon the protagonist's return to the present. Another well-known depiction of the butterfly effect is seen in the movie, Back to the Future, where Marty McFly's actions in the past lead to an altered present where his parents' future is at stake. These fictional narratives serve as compelling illustrations of how even the smallest actions or decisions can have far-reaching consequences, highlighting the fragile interconnectedness of time and the potential for unintended repercussions caused by time travel. In this section, let's explore the real-world implications and consequences of the butterfly effect. While the idea of a small change in the past altering the course of history may seem confined to the realm of fiction, there are instances in our world where the butterfly effect can be observed. For example, one decision made by a political leader can have cascading effects on the economy, social dynamics, and international relations. In the field of climate science, small changes in environmental factors such as temperature or greenhouse gas emissions can have significant consequences for weather patterns, ecosystems, and even global climate change. Understanding and studying the butterfly effect in real-world scenarios can help us appreciate the delicate balance of our interconnected world and the potential impact of seemingly unrelated actions. In this section, let's delve into the intriguing world of paradoxes that emerge from the concept of time travel. Paradoxes arise when an action or event leads to a contradiction or logical inconsistency. Time travel introduces paradoxes because it allows for the possibility of altering past events that then have an impact on the future. One well-known paradox is the grandfather paradox. Imagine someone going back in time and preventing their own birth by killing their grandfather before their parent is conceived. This creates a contradiction because if the time traveler was never born, then they couldn't have gone back in time to kill their grandfather. The grandfather paradox highlights the inherent challenges and contradictions that occur when we tamper with the sequence of events in time. It raises fascinating questions about causality, free will, and the nature of existence itself. In this section, let's explore the grandfather paradox as an illustration of the complexities and contradictions that arise from time travel. Imagine a person named Alex who discovers a time machine and uses it to travel back in time. One day, Alex decides to go back to a time before their own birth and prevents their grandfather from meeting their grandmother. As a result, Alex's own parent is never born, which means Alex themselves would never be born. This creates a paradox because if Alex was never born, then they couldn't have traveled back in time to prevent their own existence. This paradox challenges the very foundations of cause and effect, as the actions in the past lead to a contradiction in the present. The grandfather paradox is just one example of the mind-bending consequences that time travel can introduce, raising profound questions about the nature of time and the implications of altering the past. In addition to the grandfather paradox, there are other fascinating paradoxes that arise from the concept of time travel. One such paradox is the bootstrap paradox, where an object or information is trapped in an infinite loop of causality with no clear origin. For instance, imagine a person traveling back in time and giving Beethoven a music score, which Beethoven then copies and claims as his own. In this scenario, there is no identifiable origin for the piece of music, as it is handed down through time without an original composer. Another paradox is the predestination paradox, where the actions of a time traveler actually fulfill their own role in history. For example, a time traveler may travel back in time to prevent a devastating event, only to realize that their actions were the catalyst that caused the event in the first place. These paradoxes highlight the intricate web of cause and effect and the inherent instability introduced by time travel. They remind us that tampering with the past can lead to unforeseen consequences and create loops of events without a clear beginning or end. In this section, let's explore the intriguing concept of altered memories that can occur as a result of time travel. When the past is altered, it creates a ripple effect that can change the sequence of events and experiences. As a consequence, people may have memories of events that never actually happened or remember events differently from what others recall. This phenomenon challenges the reliability and objectivity of our memory, as it becomes apparent that our recollections can be shaped and influenced by the changing timeline. Altered memories in time travel raise important questions about the nature of reality, subjective perception, and the impact of our past on our present selves. It highlights the intricate relationship between memory, perception, and the fluidity of time. In this section, let's explore some famous examples of altered memories that have been associated with time travel. One notable case is the Mandela effect, named after the collective false memory that many people have regarding the death of Nelson Mandela. Despite the fact that Nelson Mandela passed away in 2013, a significant number of individuals remember him dying in prison during the 1980s. This phenomenon has sparked debates about parallel universes, alternate timelines, and the possibility of time travel altering our collective memories. Another fascinating example is the Berenstain Bears conspiracy, where a considerable number of people vividly remember the beloved children's book series as Berenstain Bears, instead of its actual name, Berenstain Bears. The disparity between these memories and reality has led to theories about timeline shifts and changes in the past. These case studies exemplify how time travel, whether real or hypothetical, can potentially lead to altered memories and a divergence of our shared recollections. In this section, let's delve into the psychological implications of altered memories resulting from time travel. Our memories form the basis of our identity and shape our understanding of the world around us. When time travel causes discrepancies in our recollections, it can lead to confusion, cognitive dissonance, and a sense of uncertainty. Individuals may question their own sanity or doubt the reliability of their own memories. Furthermore, the existence of altered memories among a group of people can create conflicts and disagreements, as different versions of events are remembered. This can lead to social and psychological implications, such as the erosion of trust, the breakdown of relationships, and a destabilization of shared reality. The phenomenon of altered memories challenges the very fabric of our perception and raises intriguing questions about the malleability of our minds and the potential consequences of tampering with the timeline. In this section, let's explore the concept of temporal displacement that can occur as a result of time travel. Temporal displacement refers to individuals becoming lost or displaced in time, leading to potential isolation or being forever out of sync with the rest of existence. When someone travels through time, they may find themselves in a different era, completely separated from the people and events they are familiar with. This can create a profound sense of displacement and disorientation, as they struggle to navigate a world that is unfamiliar and potentially hostile. Additionally, temporal displacement can result in individuals being forever out of sync with the timeline, leading to a perpetual feeling of being disconnected from their original place in time. The consequences of temporal displacement can be both psychological and social, impacting an individual's sense of identity, belonging, and their ability to form meaningful connections with others. It raises profound questions about the limits of human existence and the potential price of tampering with the fabric of time. In this section, let's examine the profound consequences of temporal displacement, with a specific focus on the feelings of isolation and loneliness that may arise from being out of sync with existence. Imagine being trapped in a time period with no way of returning to your own time or interacting with the people and places you are familiar with. This sense of isolation can be overwhelming, as individuals are left to navigate a world where they are seen as outsiders or anomalies. They may face challenges in communicating, understanding cultural norms, and forming meaningful relationships. The loneliness that accompanies temporal displacement is not just a result of physical separation but also a deep emotional disconnection from the timeline they once belonged to. Their experiences, knowledge, and memories become disconnected from the world around them, further increasing their sense of loneliness. The psychological toll of such isolation can be immense, leading to feelings of despair, longing for connection, and a yearning to find a way back home. In this section, let's explore the wide-ranging consequences of temporal displacement that individuals may face as a result of time travel. Firstly, there is the enduring feeling of being out of sync with the rest of existence. This disconnection from the timeline can lead to a loss of purpose and a sense of drifting through time without a clear direction or belonging. Additionally, temporal displacement can have practical repercussions, such as limited access to resources, technology, or medical care that may be necessary for survival. Individuals may also struggle to adapt to the social, cultural, and technological changes that have taken place during their absence. Stripped of their support networks and familiar surroundings, they may face immense challenges in establishing a new life or integrating into an unfamiliar society. The psychological ramifications of temporal displacement can include anxiety, depression, and a profound sense of grief for the life they left behind. The consequences of temporal displacement present a sobering reminder of the potential sacrifices and risks associated with time travel. In this section, let's delve into the complex ethical dilemmas that arise from engaging in time travel. Time travel opens up a Pandora's box of moral questions and considerations, as altering the past can have far-reaching consequences. One of the key dilemmas revolves around the concept of unintended consequences. Even the smallest change in the past can create a chain reaction of events that significantly alter the course of history. This is often referred to as the butterfly effect, where a minute action in the past can have drastic and unforeseen effects on the present and future. These unintended consequences can disrupt the lives of countless individuals, threaten the stability of societies, and lead to unpredictable outcomes. Additionally, the question of who has the right to tamper with history arises. Time travel raises profound ethical considerations about the power dynamics and responsibilities associated with altering the past. Should one individual hold the power to manipulate the course of events and potentially rewrite history? These ethical dilemmas highlight the delicate balance between the desire to explore the possibilities of time travel and the potential risks and consequences of doing so. In this section, let's explore the concept of unintended consequences in the context of time travel, often referred to as the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect proposes that even the smallest alteration in the past can have significant and far-reaching effects on the present and future. This idea is derived from the metaphor that the flap of a butterfly's wings in one part of the world can set off a chain of events that ultimately lead to a tornado in another part of the world. Similarly, a seemingly insignificant change in the past can cause a ripple effect that shapes the course of history in unpredictable ways. The ethical dilemma lies in knowing the potential consequences of our actions when tampering with the timeline. Every decision made could have unintended and unforeseen repercussions, affecting not only our own lives but potentially altering the lives of countless others. The butterfly effect serves as a stark reminder of the responsibility and caution required in any attempt to manipulate the past. In this section, let's discuss the ethical considerations surrounding the right to tamper with history when engaging in time travel. Altering the past raises profound questions about who has the authority and moral standing to make such changes. Should individuals have the power to manipulate historical events and potentially erase or modify significant moments? The answer to this question is not straightforward. On one hand, the ability to alter history may present an opportunity to rectify past mistakes, prevent tragedies, or create a better future. On the other hand, tampering with history comes with the risk of unintended consequences and the loss of authenticity and truth. History shapes our collective identity and provides important lessons for humankind. By tampering with it, we run the ethical risk of distorting reality and robbing future generations of the ability to learn from the mistakes of the past. Additionally, questions of power and control come into play. Who gets to decide what changes are made and for what purpose? These ethical considerations highlight the delicate balance of respecting the integrity of history while acknowledging the potential benefits and dangers of altering the past. As we come to the end of our exploration into the possible repercussions of time travel, one thing becomes clear. The consequences of altering the past or venturing into the future are far from trivial. Time travel opens up a Pandora's box of paradoxes, altering memories, and potential displacement, all while raising profound ethical dilemmas. The butterfly effect reminds us that even the smallest change in the past can have drastic consequences on the future we know. Paradoxes challenge the very fabric of logic, making us question cause and effect. Altered memories blur the lines between what is real and what is imagined. Temporal displacement can leave individuals isolated, forever out of sync with the rest of existence. And the ethical dilemmas surrounding time travel force us to confront the responsibility and consequences of playing with the course of history. While the concept of time travel captivates our imagination, it also demands careful consideration and deep reflection. Perhaps, for now, time travel remains a mystery, a realm to be explored through our imaginations and in the realms of literature and film. Thank you for joining us on this thought-provoking journey through the repercussions of time travel.